10:17 now. Hawaii back open for business and travel, and the resorts there are offering some great rates to get tourists back onto the islands.
Good Day's own flying Hawaiian Jordan is standing by with Gabe Saglia.
That is right. Gabe is here with us to give us a breakdown of all the rules that will be having to take place as you folks finally get back to the Hawaiian Islands. I know I'm excited to get back there. I told my mom, she said, "Are you coming tomorrow?" I said, not quite. We'll find out. We'll find out.
You gotta get out there, my friend.
That's right. But we got a few things that people need to know before getting on that plane. What do we start with right now?
So listen, aloha, great to see you. You know, those of us who love Hawaii have been seeing this date sort of pushed down throughout the entire summer season. It was August 1st, it was September 1st. Now, finally, October 15th last week, Hawaii says you can visit, and as long as you take a COVID test and you're negative within 72 hours of you landing on the Hawaiian Islands, you're able to stay there without that mandatory 14-day quarantine. You don't have to do it. If you don't, you'll just have to stay there for 14 days, and you got to be isolated. But this has obviously opened up the islands that have been shut down for so many of us all summer long. And since this date just last week, about 6,000 to 8,000 people have been landing in Hawaii every day, which is far less than the 28,000 to 30,000 that were landing there every day a year ago.
Right. I mean, I know my family would say the beaches were just absolutely empty and beautiful to go, but now people are coming through. As far as the testing, though, I know it started off a little bit iffy. Folks said they had a hard time finding it. Does it have to be with a specific, I guess, approved location? Or I know at our station here, we were allowed to take a test. Can we take that and say, hey, I tested negative, or it has to be approved?
Great question. Great question. So I'm going to give you a website now. It's HawaiiCovid19.com. HawaiiCovid19.com. So that's where you go. You register. You've got to register with the Hawaii Safety Travel Program, and then they'll give you a list of approved partners that will actually issue these COVID tests. So, for example, Kaiser Permanente's there, one of them, CVS, Walgreens. You've got a couple of options to choose from. Some airports, like SFO, United is doing it out of SFO, you can actually pay before you actually take off, and it's the results are ready in 15 minutes. That's the most expensive way to go, $250 per test. But you've got to make sure you get it from the right place, and it's for everyone 5 years or older. So if you're traveling with small kids, they don't have to take it, but 5 and up, you got to have that test.
Got it. That was that next question about the kids, doing it. And, will the test count, and will their final island destination require additional tests once, folks arrive in the islands?
Great question. Yeah, great question. Listen, the Big Island actually does require a second antigen test. So if you say land in Honolulu, you've taken that test, great. Now you go to the Big Island and land in Kona, you're going to have to take a second antigen test. Maui and Oahu are doing that on a voluntary basis. But yeah, depending on where you go, there are these rules and regulations you want to make sure you know really, really well. And also keep in mind, not every resort is open. I mean, many did open up right on October 15th. Some are opening up next month, maybe toward the end of November. Some may not open until demand really ramps up, perhaps in spring of 2021. So if you've got this hotel, this resort you love, make sure they're open before you book your trip.
Right, and as far as getting out, I know we got some video here of Wailea over on the island of Maui, a very popular spot. I know John mentioned he stayed there, I'm not sure many times, but he's been there.
Yeah, John's got good taste, that's why. It's my favorite spot on Maui as well. Wailea, on the southwestern stretch of Maui. You've got some fantastic resorts here. My favorite is the Fairmont Kealani, the only all-suite property there on the Hawaiian Island chain, AAA 4-diamond property. They're opening up November 1st in phases. So, for example, at first, going to be doing the massages in cabanas by the water. Then they'll bring them indoors if that's what you prefer, sort of later on in the month. So some phased-in experiences there, but fantastic property rates from $435 for a suite that'll fit you and your entire family there, give you plenty of elbow room. The resort right next door, another fantastic property, the Four Seasons Maui, opens up November 20th. So again, we're seeing some staggered opening dates here. But Maui, fantastic option for so many folks.
It's a great island. I say it's always a mix of sort of a little bit of country, but a little bit of town. Let's head over to the tourist section of Maui, Lahaina. That's a very popular spot.
So Lahaina, which is on the northwestern stretch of Maui, again, some fantastic resorts there, some fantastic dining, and a great property there, the Kapalua Villas Maui. This is a 22,000-acre resort right on the water there. You get these 1,200-square-foot villas. I mean, for some of us, that's bigger than where we live. 1,200-square-foot villas overlooking the ocean there. Just a fantastic property. 3 nights here from $675. You can keep on tacking extra nights if you like, obviously, beyond that. And that's good for travel all the way through June. So if you want to go sort of during spring break, late spring, early summer, fantastic rate here. This price will probably go up as demand ramps up as well.
And it is beautiful, and you know it's worth every penny if you're heading out towards Maui and Lahaina.
Yeah.
But everybody knows Waikiki on the island of Oahu. It's been fairly empty, but now folks are starting to file in, right?
They're coming in, and listen, this week flights from Sacramento Airport to Honolulu starting a 197 round trip. So
nice.
Hey, that incentivizes a lot of folks who are aching for a genuine Mai Tai. Yeah, the Alohilani Resort. This is a deal we published just this week. Just named by Condé Nast Travelers one of the top 20 hotels in all of Hawaii. Very sexy 5-star property across the street from Waikiki Beach. 3 nights in an ocean view room from $599. And again, you can keep on tacking nights beyond that. But whether it's a fast trip or whether it's just you just want to get away to one of the most gorgeous destinations on the planet, Hawaii is open, but you got to travel smartly. You got to be respectful of folks on the island. Not everybody wants to see the mainland folks landing in hordes here. So you've got to be smart. You've got to be respectful. But again, this beautiful spot on Earth is now slowly allowing us to come back, and that's good news for all of us.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm excited for folks to get out there and just enjoy the aloha spirit, because that's what it's all about. Gabe, thank you so much. As we say in Hawaii, mahalo for everything.
Mahalo, my
weekend,
friend.
and we'll have all that information again on our screen to be sure that you are traveling safe and correctly. All right, Gabe, thank you so much. Right now, though, I think we got more music.